Hey guys, welcome back to Swift Splits. I'm Lindsay, and a topic I want to talk to you guys about is sickness. It's something that's been coming all over the place. I've been dealing with it myself. Many of my athletes at Grandview have been dealing with it, and a lot of my clients with Swift Splits have been dealing with sickness too. So a couple things that I wanted to talk about with you guys is knowing when to push through sickness and when to take a break. So there's three things that I like to think about when it comes to sickness, and those are: how high is the fever, where is the sickness located, and what is your body telling you? So to start with, the fever, generally it's similar to something that you probably learned in school. You know, if it's 99 or 100, you're probably fine. You know, if it's getting up above 102, then that's kind of the danger zone where I say definitely, probably a good idea to avoid running and just focus on getting better. If it's under 102, especially if it's 100 or under, you're probably fine to keep running, just depending on what that sickness is. So a couple reasons for that. When your fever is 102 or above, your body is working really, really hard just to maintain hydration and to continue functioning normally. Your organs are having to work a lot harder. Everything is heated. Your body is blowing through your water stores very quickly and your electrolytes. So if you try to go out and run, you could continue that depletion and make yourself actually feel a lot worse. If your fever is under 102, especially if it's like 99 or 100, your body's not working quite as hard. Sometimes getting out and running in the cool air can help clear out some of that fever and get you feeling better. It gives your body those happy endorphins. It might make you feel better mentally and physically. And just overall, it's a little more doable to get out and run when you're talking under 102. Now, the next thing is, where is the sickness located? Is it more of a head cold in the throat? Is it in the chest or the stomach? So generally, I like to say if it's kind of shoulders are up, you're probably fine to keep running. So if you've got a little bit of a head cold, you've got runny nose, you've got some sore throat type stuff, getting out and running can actually help clear some of that out. It might be gross, you might have to stop and cough, it might be a little yucky, but sometimes getting out and running in the cool air can just flush some of that out and help you feel better. If you're talking under the throat, you're talking into the chest or the stomach, it's probably a good idea to take a break. If you're talking bronchitis, pneumonia, that type of thing, that can involve very violent coughing. That's hard on the diaphragm and on your esophagus. Getting out and running in the cold air can often make that so much worse, especially since that is an infection within the lungs and the bronchial tubes. So getting out and running is just generally not a good idea if you're talking something in the chest. And then stomach flu type stuff, it kind of depends how it's happening. If you're puking, you definitely don't want to be running. If it's just the other end, you can maybe try to get some runs in. But the most important thing is, have you been able to eat and have you been able to drink? So if you're puking, you've not been able to keep anything down, it's definitely a good idea to take a break from running, at least for 12 hours until you've been done puking. When you've been throwing up, you're extremely depleting your calorie stores and your electrolytes, and you're getting super dehydrated. Your heart rate's going to be really elevated. So if you try to go out and run, you're often just going to feel really, really, really horrible after and may prolong that illness. If it's the other end and you've been able to keep some food and drinks down and it's maybe getting a little bit better, you can always try to go for a little bit of a run, maybe find a route that has some stops along the way, or hop on the treadmill. That way you can take some bathroom breaks if needed. But the most important thing is that you've been able to get some meals in, some snacks, you've been able to continue hydrating, and you've been able to get some electrolytes replenished through sports drinks or things like that. And then finally, listening to your body. What is your body telling you with this sickness? Sometimes sickness comes up when our bodies are telling us that we need a little bit of a break, and other times it just comes up because, hey, everybody in your family's got it and you're bound to get it. You know, for me recently, I was in kind of a building block, and I don't often get injured, so sometimes when I get sick, it's my body's way of letting me know that I just need to back off the training a little bit, maybe take an extra rest day and let myself recover. So that can be the case for some. Other times, you know, if you're in the thick of training and you're feeling really, really good and you just happen to get sick, it may be okay to try and push through it. And just continue building your training, and then hopefully you'll get better on the other side. A lot of times for people who don't often get injured, again, that sickness can pop up. If you're in the thick of a training block, your legs maybe haven't been feeling awesome, you've had some rough workouts, and then you get sick, that can definitely be your body's way of saying, hey, take a break. So it's important to listen to your body, but it's also important to know when you can keep pushing through. So again, if that fever's low, it's up in here, it's probably okay to keep trying to push through. Maybe get a little nap in, make sure you're drinking lots of vitamin C, you're eating really, really healthy fruits and veggies, and just replenishing those electrolytes before and after running. That's kind of the main points, knowing when to run through sickness. But if you've got any questions or comments about it, feel free to drop some comments below, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you'll be the first one to know when new episodes are coming out. But thanks for joining. Hopefully y'all are staying healthy and getting those runs in, and hopefully I will see you out on the trails. Thanks, guys.